All right, so today we're diving into a case from Aberdeen, Scotland.
Okay.
It starts with a pretty chilling discovery. 2 bodies found in the River Dee after a month-long search. And get this, they were 2 out of 3 identical triplets.
No way, triplet.
Yeah, Henrietta and Eliza Huszti, 32 years old.
Gosh, that's so sad. I mean, a month-long search, and then to find out that
It's just tragic.
it's awful.
And the fact that they were triplets just adds this whole other layer to it, you know?
And a month-long search, too. It's not like they just disappeared quietly.
Exactly. And the sister's father is convinced that this was no accident.
Hmm.
He believes that someone lured his daughters to the river that night.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what fuels his suspicions even more?
What's that?
There was a text message sent from Henrietta's phone right before they vanished. Yeah, he hasn't revealed the actual content of it.
Right.
But he's adamant that it's suspicious.
That's so strange. Like, what could be in a text message that would lead a father to think that his daughters were in danger?
Yeah, I mean, was it a location? Was it a name? Was it a threat?
That text message is such a crucial piece of the puzzle. You know, it
Sure.
has this whole other layer of intrigue.
To an already strange case.
Yeah, and on top of that, there were even reports of screams near the river on the same night that they disappeared.
Oh, really? So screams
Yeah,
like indicating a struggle or something.
right, exactly, like a confrontation. And it makes you wonder if someone did lure them there. Why?
Yeah.
What was the motive? This wasn't some random attack in like a secluded area. This was by a public river.
And just think about the family. You know, imagine going a month, not knowing, clinging to hope, and then your worst fears are confirmed.
Gosh, yeah, and the fact that they were triplets, too. I mean, that bond must have been so strong.
I can't even imagine the pain that the remaining sister must be going through.
It's just heartbreaking.
And their brother, he actually released a statement, you know, pleading with anyone who has information to come forward, just highlighting the immense grief that the whole family is facing.
Yeah, I bet this whole thing has really impacted the Aberdeen community as well.
Oh, for sure. The River Dee, which is, you know, usually this place of beauty and recreation, now it's associated with this dark event.
It makes you wonder, have people changed their routines or even just their sense of safety, especially around the river?
Right. I mean, would you go for a jog along that river now?
Maybe not.
So where does the investigation stand now?
Well, the police are actively investigating and they're considering the father's theory of foul play, but, you know, they're being very cautious about drawing any conclusions.
Sure. I mean, it's still early.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that river cases are especially challenging.
I can imagine how.
You've got currents changing water levels, the potential for evidence to be washed away.
It's like trying to piece together a puzzle where half the pieces are missing.
Exactly. But they are likely using all sorts of forensic techniques. You know, DNA analysis looking for missing belongings, even examining the riverbank for any signs of a struggle.
It's got to be meticulous work. Well, it definitely leaves us with a ton of questions.
Absolutely.
I mean, what was in that text message? Who would want to harm these sisters, and why choose such a public place to do it?
It really is a mystery.
I mean, the motive and the audacity of whoever did this, it's baffling.
It's the heart of the mystery, isn't it?
Well, it seems like this deep dive has uncovered more questions than answers.
Yeah, but maybe it's got you thinking about this case in a new way, too.
Maybe.
And here's something else to consider. Could the answer to this whole thing be found within the Aberdeen community itself? Someone out there might hold the key to solving this tragedy.
It's certainly possible.
It is.
Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive, but hopefully we've given you something to think about.